All right, boys, we're back. Another episode today. It's just the boys today.
Yeah, we got some good talks coming up. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna start right off the bat. Bowden, what's with the fruity videos going out? I get a lot of questions about this.
What do you mean?
I'm just throwing it out there. They're a little fruity.
I mean, I can roll that way from time to time. Let's just say that. I'm not scared to.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're leaning towards fag son though.
Well, it's not really. It's more just like I can tap into it every now and again. You know, it's like 98% of the time I'm not, but then it's like it's there when I need to call upon it.
It makes for good content though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just like to do it, huh, Cody?
Yeah. It's just like not being afraid to hit an oil check in a match, you know.
What about swimming butt naked?
Yeah. I like doing that too.
Or washing your dishes with your mouth instead of the dishwasher.
yeah, I like that too.
It's okay, I guess we all got our kinks.
Yeah.
Some worse than others.
Yeah.
So you're finally making money now, Cody? Cody, if you guys don't know, he has his own pressure washer business. It's kind of been
Well, hold
It's
on.
been down.
a lot of down.
You just gotta trust the process.
Yeah.
Road to 50K, you gotta build a solid foundation.
Yeah.
You can't just rush into it and try and get chop.
Mm.
Trust is trust.
That does help, though, you know.
What, solid foundation, then getting jobs.
Got to get jobs for sure. So
That's
what's the total at now?
Fuck.
About plus 400, right?
385 or something like that.
Yeah. 385 up. That's good. You got Obi lined up here, right?
Obi.
I thought you said you were gonna do Obies.
No,
I thought
I'm
that's
doing
what Manning
Mike's.
was saying.
No, Obi just wants me to pull his speeds.
Oh, so you said no to that?
I mean, for the right dollar, I'd do anything.
Yeah. I mean, you
Bet
just
you
don't want
would.
to do that bitch work.
I bet you would, buddy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
My windows are pretty dirty on my car.
well, whatever you think is fair.
Okay.
Yeah, today we were at the gas station, and he was like, all right, you can go wash some windows, huh? I was like, shit, I got all my stuff with me. But I was like, nah.
Start-
a quick 10.
Yeah, you could start charging.
So
Shirt off, pants off, probably get you some more money too.
I don't know if they want to see that.
They might.
They might.
Depends on the audience.
Might be into little Asian boys.
Yeah. So like, I need to hear it right now. What month do you think you'll accomplish $50,000?
So
I think a month is reasonable
Okay,
to
so
have it hit.
So we're in basically June, I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Cause
we'll call it June.
Because I'm leaving, so not really making money then.
Yeah.
Dude, you told me the other day it wasn't for this summer.
It's not. I'm
But
just...
that's when you want to hit it, right? Yeah?
No, I'm trying... No, not in June. I'm trying to say, like, guesstimate when it's going to legitimately happen.
Yeah.
So you think June?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then why the
I'm
fuck
saying-
did you
I'm saying
say
we're
June?
starting from June.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because you said how many months? Or you say what month?
What month?
Okay.
Anybody just threw out June. Like, the fuck?
June, July,
Yeah.
August,
Yeah.
late September, early October. Is kind of what I'm trying to shoot for.
Okay. I respect that.
I mean, it's not gonna be easy. It's
No.
a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
So, like, have you... Obviously, like, your door-to-door sales has not been the way. Not that it's not the way, but it just hasn't, like, worked out. Have you been brainstorming other ideas?
So basically, with my door-to-door sales, it's been, like, totally different from the first time I knocked on someone's door till now, where it's like I'm almost like kind of like tracking what I do to see where I can improve on and how to get close an actual deal. So I've been listening to Alex Hormozy to talk about it, but I was talking with Bowden the other day. So I went to go pressure wash one of our coaches' houses, and then so the day before I went to go knock on doors in the area, try and like basically say I'm in the area. I do it for a lot cheaper just because I'm gonna already be here, so I just save time and travel and stuff. And there was 2 people that I probably should have landed, but I didn't just because I didn't close it on the spot. So that's where I'm trying to like figure out ways to like close it right on the spot, being
Yeah.
like
What stopped you? Like, why
You just
did?
didn't have your pressure washer with you, right?
Well, what it was that I kind of like left it in the air for them to think about.
Yeah.
I didn't. It's almost like I gotta try and cause it to be an impulse purchase that they.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if they show any interest at all, you got to jump that and kill them, basically. You got to be like, all right, and I feel like, too, you know, you don't necessarily have to do it right then and there, but I would at least say, all right, I'm going to swing by in the next few hours. Like, I would get it done the same day, whenever you have time. Like, if you feel like you have enough time to knock X amount of doors, once you get that hit, it's like, all right, it switches from door knocking to we got to get this job done right now, because that's a lot of money that, I mean, you ultimately be throwing out the window.
And I've been on Facebook groups and stuff, posting my work and stuff. And then on this other app called the Nextdoor app, it's like a neighborhood thing.
Yeah.
Community. Have you heard about it?
I've heard of that.
So,
Get any hits on there?
I mean, so I posted the one I did today of a house.
Yeah.
There was one person that just said, do I charge by the hour or per job, like based off like the size of it? I said size, and I followed up to with my number and saying if you're interested, give me a call.
I wonder, like, if you like. So, what's your method? Like, it's per square foot, right? So, like, I feel like you need to like, if someone's interested, you should like measure it right away. Do you do that?
What I do is I look on Zillow because it shows up.
Yeah, but like, if you're door knocking, someone's interested, are you gonna like hurry up, measure it, tell them a price right then or there, or?
Estimate. Kind of just look at it and be like, this is about 2,000 square foot or something like that. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. I feel like giving them a number is definitely a must. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like they have to hear that right then and there.
Like a rough estimate.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you should just start taking your tape measure or something, and then just, you're like, all right, this many square feet, this is how much it's going to be. Because then maybe like, oh, this guy's serious. Like, he's doing it right now, right here, giving me a price. Like, I know the price, so like, oh, yeah, I'll do it. All right.
Should.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that is insane about it is you're going to get a lot of no's, but when you get a yes, you do make a lot of money really quickly. So that, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. The thing also too, like, there's a couple drawbacks. One, getting the clientele is hard, so you almost have to count that into the hours because like it takes time to generate and then get that done. And then also two is like, I feel like you can, I mean, it's only a one-time thing. Yeah. So, you know, it's not like a reoccurring customer. But the nice thing, too, is if you do somebody's good, they might say to their neighbor, like, hey, like I feel like in Nick's neighborhood, you might get some. Like, I remember he was kind of talking about that today.
Yeah, he was talking to me today. He was like, yeah, some neighbors asking me about you and stuff. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Saying like, because like they said that their driveway looks nice and stuff, and said who did it, and he said I could send them your way if you really interested. And that's what Nick told me today.
Yeah.
And I think the one I did today, she was really happy with like the job, how it turned out and stuff, and she said that she'll be telling her friends and stuff. And then her husband said the husband was like was a wrestler, so he was like messing with me a little bit too, and he was like, you knock off $50, I tell all my friends about you.
Dude, you gotta take that deal, dude.
No, and then the wife is like basically like shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of banking on that word of mouth, and then grinding out that door-to-door sales, and then I'm also like telling people on our team and like people that I could trust and probably actually get jobs is like if they land a job, give them $50.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
But
You ever think about going out to the NDSU dairy and like asking about doing their equipment and stuff?
I should.
You could talk to them. They have some stuff for you to clean off.
What's it called? I was gonna try and reach out to Clay too, possibly see if he has any farmers that are within an hour or two, where I could just do a day trip and make some money. And stuff.
Yeah, that's where the real money's at. Because the thing with the farmers, they always need it done, and they ain't haggling you about price.
Yeah.
You go up and you tell them, they're just going to give it to you just because they need it done. So, yeah, where I feel like the resident people are like,
Yeah. So, trying to figure that out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how she plays out.
I'm excited too, because I have other things I've been brainstorming to try and make some money, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Basically.
What about garage selling? How's that?
Dude, that's just like a hobby. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
You're doing well. Got to get that Yeti cooler to sell, though.
no, the Arctic.
Oh, that's
cooler
right.
bag.
Arctic bag.
I don't know, man. If it,
He wants it.
yeah, it's like
He wants it.
got for $25, huge ass cooler bag, but I really want to let go of it for less than like $150.
Yeah. You think you'll use that baby, huh?
Probably not.
Yeah.
For that one time, though.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah. At one time.
$25, it ain't, I mean, it's worth that one time. Or like if you're going to go buy that thing for $150, it's like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
True. Which is what so many people do.
Yeah.
They buy shit brand new from Shields and they're like, oh, yeah, I'll use this.
Like Yetis and stuff.
Yeah.
$300.
Yep.
Right down the drain.
Yep. That's
Speaking
like, yeah. Go ahead.
Speaking of Yetis, you guys kind of excited for that glacier trip?
Oh, yeah.
Glacier National Park?
Yep. West Side, Montana, baby.
That'll be a fun trip.
Mid-June, we're hitting that. Second weekend, right? Yep. That should be good. Yeah. Little 13-hour drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I mean, it's a beautiful drive, though. So.
Yeah. That first, 5 hours in North Dakota is real shitty, but then once we get past that, we're good.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I've never been, super west Montana. I've been kind of east, maybe to the middle, but...
Is it just straight North Dakota, then Montana, or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Geography class.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Last time I looked at the map. It's been a while.
Yeah.
No, that would be a fun trip. Though.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Is there anything, what else was along the way?
We're talking about stopping at the Badlands. Just kind of a couple hours, just chill.
Yeah, the Badlands would be good. Theodore Roosevelt National Park is the way west side of North Dakota. I did that once. It was actually pretty cool to see, but that's always an option, maybe way back or something. Would be kind of
Badlands on the
fun.
way there. Hit Theodore.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Is there a good bit of lakes here? We gonna be able to fish, or is it just hiking shit?
I think there's lakes.
I want to say
I'm not really so sure on what you can fish on or not, but I know, there's definitely one lake that they talk about that's super beautiful, so I don't know exactly what fishing's like, but
what's it called? So one of my club coaches back in Texas, he gave me a travel size fishing rod. I'm gonna rip that. There I go.
Yeah. Want to stick your break?
a little kitty one, or
No. It's a 4 or 5 piece part pole and then
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an ugly stick?
No, I don't know what the brand is, but it looked pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, he's one of those guys that's loves the off-roading and stuff.
He's outdoor guy.
He has a Tundra that's fully set up to you can has a cooler, or not cooler, a legit fridge.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it's set up for him to go be out there for however long he wants, basically.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
How's the lawnmower business going? Or
It's good.
grass mowing?
It's good. I'm basically at the top of what I want right now. I got 3 solid clients. I got one person right out there that I do, and then 2 people right in Moorhead, and then 1 right by my grandma's, and then my grandma's kind of sort of counts. So I guess it's 4 plus my grandma, and that's about all that I want to get more. I average about 80 per. So there's 2 that give me 80, and then there's 1 that gives me 100, 1 that gives me 120, and then usually I give grandma the family discount and she'll usually cook me a meal. So, and I really like it because it's whenever you want to do it, and pretty much I think they all got me for every week for the months. So unless there's extended rain period, we should be pretty much locked in on that. So that's good. And yeah, it's it can make a lot of money, not a lot of time, just as long as you go get your butt out there and do it. But yeah, it's pretty solid. Feeling good about it.
So how much you making a week?
So probably from that about 400 a week. And then for the money wise this summer, I got Tuesdays, Thursdays, I'm going to go to Breckenridge, and they're having me run a 1 hour, like, drilling session.
How far away is that?
It's an hour, and then they'll pay $160 per for that. And then I got 5 camps lined up for sure. Hopefully even get 1 or 2 more, but those will be $2,000 a pop. And then I'm hoping to, in Kindred, which is just outside of Fargo, to get a one-on-one going there too. So gonna really try to get some money in, because it's like during the season you just can't make money because you're so locked in, and you just kind of so much going on. But yeah. How's the welding coming along?
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Busy.
You like that?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So fun. You're always learning stuff too. That's like the best part about it is you're always learning something.
Yeah.
You have to have such an open mind, because like someone could look at something, they see like one way, like how to fix it, how they do it, and then another person sees a whole different thing. You got another person, their own mind.
Yeah.
And that's what's so cool about like working with like someone like Chris, who's been in it for so long. And the last person I worked with, he's been in it. Like he started his own business, worked it all up. And they've just been in it so long, just seeing like their mind and how they look at stuff, and like just learning from them, try and like do a little bit of what they do and take that in.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Is it one of those things that like even like for them they're still learning stuff too?
Yeah.
Really?
There's always something to learn.
No way. Huh? That's pretty cool too, because it's like, especially if you go into that, it's just nice to start seeing stuff. Because it's like, I'm sure it's always just changing, and you got to know it. I mean, you got to know at least a base, but.
Does the equipment like keep evolving too as time goes on with technology?
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, the welders used to be so like, it used to just be stick welding at first. And then they got into the MIG welding, which is with gas. And now TIG welding's really big, and it's just going to keep evolving. I mean, it's like everything. It's always going to evolve and just keep getting better.
Yeah, so you got to break the MIG and TIG down for me. So stick welding, I've did a couple times in my life, so I kind of understand what that is, but you should just tell me the difference.
Okay, so stick, is with the stick.
Yep.
You put it in, and then MIG is the one. It's like a hand trigger gun, so it has a nozzle. And then there's wire that comes out of the nozzle and gas, and the gas acts as a shielding gas. So when you weld, it makes the puddle nice, and it like doesn't like destroy it and contaminate it. And so like you'll be welding, wires coming out, gas is coming out, and you just hold the trigger and go. And then TIG is like a little hand torch where it has gas and it just heats up and makes a small puddle. And you have a filler rod here, and you'll just dab, move, dab, move, dab, move. Yeah. It's more like a more precise type of welding.
Sure. So that'll be for like, I don't even, what would you even use them? Like
aerospace is a lot like that. Even like stainless is like all TIG welding. A lot of aluminum is because it looks better. Yeah, stainless is a big one. They'll do it on some steel. Sure. It's a lot stronger is what it is. It's like the strongest form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So at your place, are you the youngest there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
by
it's
a
only
lot, or
well, it's me, Mark, and Chris.
okay.
And Mark's 29, and then Chris is, I don't know.
And Chris is Metz's dad.
Yeah, Metz's dad. Yeah.
Gotcha. I bet you that's fun though.
He's always
And
telling me
the-
stories.
And the guy who's 29, he couldn't read the tape measure.
No.
Oh, that's a different.
That's a
guy.
kid I went to school with.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it was at
I
my
was like, Jesus.
it was at my welding class.
Yeah.
So he did not know how to read a tape measure. Shout out Richie Rawlings, you dumb fucker.
Richie Rawlings, come on, dude. You can't read a tape measure. Did you pass second grade? Are you kidding me?
So yeah, we had this. So I went to welding class, and we had to take this test every year. It's a tape measure test. All you have to do is shows a point on a tape measure. It's very fucking easy, very easy. There's a point on a tape measure, it points, and you just it'd be like 16 3/8 or something like that, and you just have to type that in. He went 0 for 25 on that one. Yeah.
I mean, my brother's 10, and I know if we can do
Yeah.
that. Like, I know he can do that.
Yeah. I was like, dude, you never read a ruler in your life? He's like, no. It's like, wow. Wow.
Dude, sometimes I wonder, like going off that, I wonder if there's people out there who like actually can't read. I feel like it's actually more common than you think. Like
read at all?
Yeah, like I mean, maybe can do some, but like
where it looks like gibberish, basically.
I mean, it would essentially look like us trying to read Chinese.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like you just couldn't.
Yeah, some people can't
You
read
couldn't make
coding.
it out.
Like they can talk their language,
Yeah.
but they can't read it.
Like David Goggins said that he literally like cheated his way through school and he could barely read out of high school. Like, and I bet you that's more common than you think.
I feel like it's all like older people though now.
Yeah, maybe. You could be right. Maybe they probably.
I think now.
Yeah.
Because like everyone's on their phone reading shit and stuff. It's got to be just the older generation.
Yeah, true.
never met someone that couldn't read. I met people with.
But how many people do you ask though? That's the
I don't
thing.
know, but
'Cause it's like you're around people, but it's like. But that is a good point though. I mean, with like texting you.
Yeah.
So that's like such a random question, but yo, you know how to read?
Well, yeah, it's something you just assume, but some
Yeah.
people don't.
Yeah.
Huh. Now I'm wondering.
Dude, this is really random. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but I feel like talking on this podcast or just talking to a camera in general is such a skill. You remember when Mikey was in the room and I flicked on my camera and he could obviously see it? Dude, he changed. I don't know if you noticed that, but it was
Dude, he does that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll pull out my camera and I'll point at him. He's like
Dude,
acting all goofy. I'm like, what the fuck are you even doing?
it is something though. Something,
Yeah.
it's like it goes in your head and it's like and you, and you just forget everything that you're gonna say, or you just get really stiff.
You
and robotic.
tighten up. That's what I thought about the first podcast we did. I was really tense.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't even think about what you're gonna talk about because
Yes.
you're so you're not
You're just,
flowing.
reacting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you're not flowing with it and you're trying to think about it and you just gotta it's nothing. It's just yeah.
You're just talking.
I mean, even on my road to 50K videos, I filmed me talking. I'm like, and I'm like,
You
oh.
do those videos are rough sometimes.
And yeah, no,
I watch it. I'm like, ooh.
that's third take sometimes. Sometimes I'm just I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say.
I should show you this. So I put out a video today where I made it so it seemed like I was talking to myself, like it was a clone video, and there was 3 times I'd get mid-sentence and I'd just be like, fuck, retake.
Yeah.
And just completely forget. Yeah.
If I show you guys my camera, it's just videos of when I'm doing those talking ones. It's
You should post some bloopers.
it's just gonna be me just going
Just zoning off.
and then sometimes I'm just I don't know, I'm just trying to gather what I'm supposed to say, and then I'm like, welcome to the road. I'm like, oh shucks.
Yeah.
And then I'm just it's actually pretty hard.
I feel like it's a good thing to learn how to do though, because I feel like it's only gonna pay more dividends because we are just going so towards that era of things. We are in the freaking digital age, and I feel like it's only going more that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not we're gonna go backwards. It's just gonna
Exactly.
the chips they have now,
Oh,
the
dude.
one that Elon's working on.
Yeah.
Just wait till we have that in our head.
Yeah, I was listening to Gary Vee. He's convinced in 20 years, or no, what did he say? He said that, so he was talking to a dude who was 30 years old, and he said that his son will be married to an AI robot. That's what he thinks. He thinks that everybody will have AI robots that they're going to get married to. And he said, too, you might still see person-to-person marriages, but then you'll bring in the AI as the sex doll, basically, or the I don't even know, the therapist also too, just coming in as a people will swing basically. It'd be like that, but
like a swingers.
yeah, yeah,
But it's just swinging with AI.
yeah. You're swinging with AI, so
Oh.
it's more okay.
Wait,
I guess.
so we're guys. We're married to our wife, and then we're just gonna go sleep with the
we'll get
AI?
Yeah.
That's what he thinks.
I don't think he's right at all.
I don't
You don't think?
No,
Yeah.
that is
I don't know. I
I
mean,
know.
dude, it
dude. Not with like religion and how big it is. That would never happen.
yeah.
Just swingers with AI, huh?
That's a wild take. Holy shit.
Yeah. I heard that one. I was like, "Ooh."
I mean, imagine you're just like, all right, honey, I'm gonna go sleep with this AI over there. Like,
Yeah, AI Katie over here. We're gonna charge her up for today.
oh my god.
That could be good.
That-
Yeah.
Tanimoto, how you feeling for this weekend?
Feel great. Excited. You know, like weight's been really good, eating good, feeling good, thinking good. Everything feels good. So
Yeah.
let's just go out
So-
and be good.
So Cody's wrestling at U20s this weekend, Greco and freestyle. What are the days? And
Friday is Greco, Saturday is freestyle.
so it's just one day. How big's the bracket?
Like 16 man. Because you got qualified for the tournament.
Yeah.
So it's
That's right.
really tiny.
That's what when 4 or 5 to win it?
4 to win it. If it's 16.
Yeah, 4 to win
Round
it.
16, quarters, semis, finals.
Yep.
4.
You get 8 matches or more. Hopefully not more.
Hopefully 8.
Yeah.
Wrestle 8 and make double up.
U23s is probably a little bigger brackets.
Those are like 64 to 32. Depending
Yeah.
on
Are they one day? Or?
They're 2 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Or for freestyle, they're 2 days and 1 day for Greco.
Oh, Greco's all one day.
Are the brackets that much smaller though? Yeah.
And compared Greco to freestyle. Like even
Was
if you
gonna
look at
say.
the US Open brackets,
Way smaller. Like you were looking at 128, 256 to like
64.
32.
I had 64, man.
It's probably like empty though.
Yeah, I had to buy.
Yeah.
How much you weigh today?
123. I feel great.
You're competing 121?
Are they both the same this time or?
Freestyle is 57 kilos, so 125. So I get to splurge a little bit.
Yeah.
after Greco.
Is it 121 flat?
121.2, 55 kilograms.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that should be cool though. And that's in Ohio?
Geneva, Ohio.
Geneva. Yeah. That'll be sweet.
You know, interesting story though. So last year when I went to this tournament, we flew from Texas, right? And then so we're supposed to get there in the afternoon, you know, kind of chill, get a workout in, and then kind of just relax. I didn't get into Geneva, Ohio until like 1 a.m. because of flight delays. And I had to wake up at 6 a.m. And so I went to sleep around 1:32. And I just wrestled like, it just wasn't my best tournament whatsoever. It was terrible.
Dude, that shit blows when that happens.
Yeah.
That shit blows.
Especially you're probably cutting weight too, so it just makes it that much worse.
Dude, I remember last year at the Scuffle, we were supposed to get there at like pretty late anyways, because you weigh in like early in the morning, like 7 a.m. or something like that. And we were supposed to get to the facility to work out at like 5 or 6 p.m., and a flight got delayed, and we did not work out until 9 p.m. And I was like dying. I mean, I was like cutting my balls off. I had to make 57, and I like hadn't done anything, and I was way over, and I was like, oh my God, but we got through. But that shit does suck though.
Yeah. That's where you just gotta like lock in. You're like, yeah, this is gonna suck.
Yeah,
But here we go.
pretty
Let's
much. It's
strap
like
the
it
shoe.
doesn't matter. We just
Yeah.
gotta go at this point. But yeah,
Those are the worst. You're just freaking the whole workout. You're like freaking sucking it up. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
yep. That's different.
So have you been like thinking about like anything different? Trying to like, you obviously wrestled like a month ago. Are you trying to like like think differently from then? Like what you could improve? Like what you want to go into this tournament thinking? Like have you been eating different? Like are you changing anything, or like you just going just like you did the last tournament?
I mean,
I'd first ask too, how did you feel about your performance the last one? Like reflecting
I
on.
was pretty disappointed, I would say, in freestyle and Greco. Because, yeah, in my opinion, I feel like I should have won the Greco tournament and just didn't necessarily show up that day to my best.
Sure.
And then freestyle, I definitely should have made it a lot deeper. Probably went like 1 and 2, and I was like, wow. It was a rough tournament, but it was just like, okay. It like kind of motivated me almost in a sense, like try to get extra hours.
Sure. So did you feel like there was anything that you like did wrong in that, or would you say just need more reps? Or
I would say my match decisions and like not. I almost think I was thinking about it too much in the match. It's like that's why I wrestle the worst, and when I'm thinking too hard, be like, should I shoot down? No. Oh, maybe no. But then when I wrestle best, and when I'm just like, don't remember the match.
Yeah, you forget what even happened.
And you're just like out there, and it's just like you're not even tired, but like after once you step off the mat, you're like tired.
I know exactly what you mean.
But then like on the mat, I was like felt myself getting tired and stuff. I was like, something's going on. So then I don't know, what's it called? So I guess how you could say I changed my preparation for this one is I just haven't been thinking about it. Just haven't been thinking about it. So, I mean, it's like I wrestle a lot. I put a lot of time in the match, so I don't really.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
Don't think about it.
And I mean, this maybe is, I'm sure, separate for each individual, but this at the U.S. Open, I changed. I did not look at the bracket at all. I only looked at the person who I was going to wrestle when it popped up on my phone 10 minutes before I wrestled, and I felt like that helped me so freaking much.
that's what, dude. I haven't looked at brackets for like the longest time.
Yep.
They're like every time everyone's like brackets out yet. It's like, dude, I don't even care. It's like you just what we were always told is to just show up. You have one opponent. You go 1-0, get to the next guy. Then you have that opponent. It's not like look ahead, like I could wrestle this guy in the semis. And then you get caught up with this guy in the quarters, and then you lose. It's like sometimes you just got to worry about that one match, and then that one match, and then one match. It's all. It's all it is. It's just one match, and I think that does help a lot.
Yeah.
That's what also psyched me out too in Greco, because I was like being like, okay, I'm gonna win this match. Now I should have this kid and have this kid, and I lost in the quarters, and I was like,
Sometimes you get too busy playing matchups, you forget what you're even doing.
Dude, and I'm so bad with that too. Like I will tell myself like don't do that, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes I won't even look at the kid who I have right away. I'll just be looking at like, later on, and it's like you can't do that.
Yeah.
Especially now. I mean, you can't do that.
Yeah, because you got to show up every match. I mean, no
Exactly.
one's wrestling easy out there. It's always going to be hard.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if they're a fish or what.
Yes.
Always got to go out there and put in that work.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best things, not even looking at it, not even giving a shit.
Yeah, I'd agree. But yeah, you're feeling good though. Preparations felt good. Yeah.
I mean, like 2 over after practice, and I felt like as if I was like when I started that. When I was after practice, I felt good. And it was like, okay, this is nice. Because for the U.S. Open, I was like, I was feeling a little bit. I kept telling Sandy, like, yeah, but no,
Yeah. Definitely looking lean too.
You think I look lean?
I do.
Got abs now.
He's been rubbing his belly all night. He's like, yeah, it's like a washboard.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Feeling himself.
That's awesome though. I'm excited for you.
what I did want to get into, I was thinking about a lot too, is meat and fruit. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So meat and fruit diet.
Yeah. So like, dude, I'd been thinking about doing this for a long time. I have a buddy in Fargo who is a nutritionist basically, and he's like, that's his whole life. I mean, dang, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe he'll make fun of me for saying that, but he's just big into it, and he was trying to tell me to go carnivore, and he talked about some guys who had did it, and I basically wanted to do like an elimination diet. So it was like, what could I get rid of everything? Like, what's the bare minimum that I need to still feel good in the wrestling room? Because it was like, obviously we're still practicing, but I don't want to feel like shit for 75 days and then have to, try to figure it out, because we're kind of then rolling into the season. So I didn't want to like completely go down. So I basically boiled it down to meat and fruit. I was like, and these things too are like, say I go meat and fruit, and the main objective for me is to clear my acne out. Because I think that not only is it reflection of like, oh, this just looks terrible, I just think it's a reflection of like my body isn't healthy. Like they always say that your gut is a direct response with your skin. So I feel like my gut could be agitation, and after looking at it some more, I think it's maybe dairy. That's like main problem. I think I'm like pretty lactose intolerant actually now that but I used to eat a lot and it was fine. But anyways, back to it. I felt like down to meat and fruit. If that completely cleared all my problems and I felt like a superhuman, I could sustain that for my whole life. So, and then if it doesn't work out exactly that way, I'll add back in a couple things that I feel are necessary. But meat and fruit was as close as I could get to be like, all right, if this works, we can keep going with it. But yeah.
So how long have you been on that diet?
Today is day 11, I believe. And the main thing I can say from it that is an absolute fact is after lifts, I'm not as sore. Like, not even close. It's crazy. And you guys said you're going to try it, right? Or something animal-based?
After this week,
I
meat and fruit.
Yeah, just animal. Well, we're going to have, like, dairy and stuff.
Yeah, dairy too.
Like, anything that comes from an animal, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I think you guys will probably feel roughly the same thing that I feel too. And it's like, I can't even hardly describe it. I mean, it almost makes me be like, I don't want to go back. But I'll slowly add stuff back in. The main thing that I would really like to get back in is I feel like you need a complex carb almost. So I'm going to put sweet potatoes back in, probably be like one of the first things that I put back in. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it, like a month ago?
We've been talking about it, like, start second semester, we were, like, just talking about it.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. We were thinking, like, go carnivore, but then it was like, we kind of want to get, like, fruits and stuff, too, to help, like, mix in and kind of get, like, the sugars and stuff, and, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I've been addicted to watching Paulson, dude. I was like on that 1 week. I was like on that like just kept watching YouTube videos and says like, oh, this guy again, huh?
Yeah, dude. Paul Saladino has some out there takes, but I think for the most part he's got it pretty figured out.
Yeah. He's an extremist though. I'm not
definitely
not that far.
Oh my gosh, I was watching a short on YouTube, and this guy went to Chipotle. He got a steak bowl. And then he got a mix of steak and chicken because he was going to weigh it. Like he was going to take the protein off and weigh it and see if it was a cheat to get more. So he asked for the chicken list of like how they cook their chicken there. Yeah. And they use like oils and stuff and like some brown sugar.
Yeah.
And he's like, he gets back. He's like weighing it all out. He's like, yeah, I'm actually going to throw the chicken out after this. He's like, I don't want to eat it after it's been cooked in the seed oils and has that sugar in it. He's like, I just don't want to put that in my body. I was like, are you fucking serious that you're just going to throw out meat? I was like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Dude, that's kind of been my thing too. It's like last summer, I'm really bad with it. Like because I started the brunch videos and I always watched all these influencers like with the wooden cutting boards. And I was like, dude, I got to do this. And then it was all of a sudden like I took everything out of it. Like I couldn't eat on plates. And then it was like, you know, you're completely organic. Everything's got to be all this. And it like suffocated me almost. And it's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. Like, dude, you cannot do that. Like try to eat as good as you can, but sometimes you just gotta not do that.
Like sometimes you're gonna go out with your buddies, you're gonna have a good meal,
yes,
and have a little dessert. I mean, but it's not like you're doing that every single day. It's like 90-95% of those days you're eating freaking dialed. You're eating your good foods, and you got everything you need. It's just like that one day on the blue moon.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is like when I'm in a social setting, is it's like, you know, I just hate that feeling of, oh, I'm going to just order this, and then everybody's, like, making fun of me, basically. It's like, it just feels a little weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not saying that you got to get a dessert every time or whatever, but just order something normal, you know?
I feel like you got to live a little, too. I feel like that helps a lot. Like, you're like, I get to relax with the boys, have a good time, eat whatever I want. And I feel like that helps you in your mind a lot too.
Yes, it's like all mental. I feel like when you have such restriction on yourself, it doesn't feel good mentally. But yeah.
So we're like talking about it. You're gonna stay so when we do this, is it gonna be like just when we do the diet, it's gonna be like majority of it is like 95%.
No, it's strict.
Dude, you guys got to be strict for X amount of days.
At least 30.
Yeah.
We'll go a solid month, see how we feel, and then see if we want to stay with it.
Yeah. And I mean,
I feel like 30 is a good number.
and I feel like after 30 days, if you feel there's enough benefit, you can basically just stay with it. And then, like you said, once in a while, you can still have whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Just majority of it is meat and fruit.
Yep.
30 days.
Yeah, you'll be feeling like a god for 30 days.
Have you lost any weight?
Yeah, I would say so. After my fast, I went down to 174, and then after that, I had pretty consistently been going to bed at 182 and waking up at 178. Now I'm probably going to bed at 180, waking up at 176, somewhere in there. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about that. I like to trying to like get my weight back in check a little bit too, because I feel like last summer. And obviously making 157 was a little different, but I got very big last summer. So I'm going to try to, I mean, it's kind of inevitable with just a lot of lifting, not as much wrestling, a lot of eating, but try to keep it a little more in check. So, yeah. All right. I wanted to dive into this a little bit. I'm going to go a little deep here. I want to hear takes on religion. What are thoughts?
Oh, my God.
Just like you can go as general or as specific as you want with that question.
All right. So, well, personally, I went from kindergarten till 4th grade, I went to a Christian school. 5th grade.
Fag.
Fifth grade to 7th grade, I went to a Catholic school. Wow. And then my junior and senior year, I went to an Episcopal school.
And what is that?
I don't know. It was just like,
You don't know,
Dude,
dude. What's up with
religion.
you not knowing where the things that you're from?
Yeah, how do you go to school and it's like a certain religion thing and you don't even know what the freak it is?
well, Episcopal, I mean, is basically like when I was at that Christian school.
So it's just Christianity.
It's a form of Christianity, maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
So
Something
you
like
were just there, huh?
that. I mean,
He was just existing.
so I mean, I don't know.
They didn't teach you much, huh?
Bro, I mean, like, I was zoned out when we were at chapel and stuff because it was just like, it was almost like, so every Wednesday we had to wear blazer, long khakis, and then a dress shirt and a tie for, what do they even call it, like church ceremony? But, yeah, because, like, you know how, like, Catholics, it's, like, called mass?
Church service.
Yeah. But, like, I
Yeah.
don't know. It was almost like forced upon me. So got out and then it was like, oh, nice, not going in like church and stuff. And then I went to, I don't know exactly where I'm at with it. Like I'm like all over the place with it because, what was it called? Earlier this year I went to a church service and then I was like, I feel like this is the right thing to do, but I was like, God damn, it's so boring. Like I can't even follow what they're saying. Like it's not like that point where I'm like, yeah, I'm just like staring, like counting lights.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the biggest thing with like church services and like once a pastor gets on his thing and it's just like it's really boring and he just like feels like he drags it out so much. I remember, so I grew up going to church my whole life since I was born, and I went until like probably like 10th grade. I'd say I probably like quit going.
Yeah.
Like my parents made me go my whole life,
Yeah.
always every Sunday at church, like did kids club and stuff when I was younger. And like as I got older, like it was kind of like what is he even talking about half the time? And like sometimes you listen, you're like, yeah, it makes sense. And like I feel like the biggest thing about the Bible is like just like live your life to like be the best person you can. Like help out people who need, like give to them, help them out, be a compassionate person, make sure you're giving money. Because if you're going to give and help people, you're going to get good back. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things it teaches you. And it gives you something. Everyone's so scared about like what is after our life?
Yep.
Like, is it just over? Like, is there something? I feel like it's a big coping mechanism because people will like, oh, there's something they're looking forward to this. They're building their life to be in heaven and spend their life with the eternal friends, like and with God. And that's another big thing. And I feel like people just want something to devote themselves to. And it's a lot of community thing. Like we talked about that one time with Waz. It's just, I don't know. I'm not like, I don't know where I'm at now. I'm like kind of like, I mean, it seems pretty realistic, but like, I don't know. It's just, I'm kind of just out there.
Sure.
The biggest,
So would you guys both say you believe in God though?
I believe there's a God out there.
Yeah.
Because like my biggest thing is
But I'm also not gonna say like I'm not going to church either. I don't want to be one of those people who just like,
Right.
yeah. But is there probably? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
because the only thing that's kind of like makes me fumble around with it is like I like facts to kind of like back it up and like show proof that stuff exists, but it's almost like it's all like belief, you know. So that's like the hardest thing for me. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Really don't know.
Yeah, and you get caught questioning too.
Yeah.
You're always gonna question beliefs and stuff, and that's one of the biggest things. Like we like no matter like I always feel like within ourselves we're always gonna question it, and that's the hardest thing to reassure yourself when you're not even certain yourself. You're just like hoping the whole time. Like that's kind of it's a hope that there is something, there is someone, that this is a truth, and that's all you're really doing.
For sure. So if you guys have kids, will you send them to church?
Why force it now? If they want to go and stuff, like go for it.
Yeah. You just be the same way. Yeah.
Like if they're like friends go and like they want to go, I'll take them.
Right.
But I think it is a great thing to raise your kids on though too. Like it teaches them to be a good person, like do right by like all that stuff, and like I feel like it's a great way to raise your children to be good people, be successful people. But to force something on them, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that always works out.
Yeah,
I agree.
like going off what you said about like being a good person, I think that's just kind of like the goal in life. Is like you know, you should just all around be a good person. It doesn't have to be for someone else who, if there's a God above us, or if it's just for yourself. I think it should just be a good person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I really, that's the one main part like of the Bible and religion that I really like is basically the golden rules. Is it's like I think that's a great job. My problem with it is I feel like there's so much corruption behind traditional religion, and my thing is like I've pretty much always taken a pretty hardcore stance from when I was younger, is like I don't really believe in this, just because like my brain is such like a logic brain to where it doesn't make sense to me, and I have a hard time being like the half in, you know, and it's like, well, I kind of get it, kind of don't. And I mean, I don't fault anybody who believes in it, because like you said, I think that's a big thing, is having that like, yeah, that's what I'm working for, is so I'm in a good spot when I'm done. But I don't know. I'm pretty open to it. I really like the idea too of like the sense of community that it brings. I think that's good. And yeah, that's pretty much where I stand on it.
Yeah, and it makes people want to live a better life too.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna want like to live with it, knowing that they're just constantly repeating a sin day after day. They're like, oh, let's fix this. Let's do better.
Yeah.
Do better by me, my family, my wife, and kids if they have them. It's a good thing for community. It really is. Like, and I'm sure it's good for our self-value and stuff. Like with wrestling too, I'm sure it helped with like knowing it's not in our hands. Like, it's just gonna happen. And I feel like sometimes you see that with guys, they can excel because they put their belief into something, and they're not even gonna question what happens. They're just gonna go out there and let what happens because at the end of the day, it's not in their power, and whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen for the best.
Yeah, that's honestly probably been my biggest motivating factor to like, oh, I might actually switch over here, because I do feel like you see a lot of successful wrestlers that are very religious. That also being said, the ones that are really religious and are successful talk about it, and then I feel like the ones that are not just don't really say anything about it. So it's like it maybe in my head seems Like that's
Yeah.
more of the prominent take, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. But
It definitely can't hurt. I mean,
yeah,
I also feel like they live it too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what they say.
yeah.
It's like-
I feel like that's a big part of it too. It's like if you're gonna be about it, be
Yeah.
conscious about it, make your decisions for it. And I think is where the true power comes from. It's like that's why I don't like when people, like you said, they'll with the sin day after day. That's if they're conscious, but like the people who will be like do the wrong thing all the time, and then they'll just come in on Sunday and be like, all right,
Yep.
you know,
All's forgiven.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Uh-huh.
And they're basically just clocking in
yeah,
just to get like, oh, I'm here award.
yeah,
or
like I'm
something.
a great person.
Yeah, I go to church.
Yeah.
It's like they're not devoted. They'll be the ones that like post like a scripture reading on Instagram,
Yeah.
and then that Saturday night they're getting blacked out at their
Yeah.
buddy's party. It's like though I can't stand that. That's one of my like that is another turn off of like the whole religion thing too. Is like sometimes people they're like, oh, I'm better than you. I believe in God, and then also there's the ones that just like act. I don't know if they act like they do, but they'll like promote it and stuff, and then they're not living by that, and they're going out and doing some very unholy things that Jesus would not like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm
brother up above, yeah.
I'm not perfect at all, but I'm not out there, promoting that.
Yes. Yeah.
Goes back to what I said, just be a good person.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think that is definitely the biggest thing.
I agree with that.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Yep. It seems like too, the more you give, the more you get.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Karma is definitely
It's
good.
real.
Yeah. I mean, it's just inevitable. If you're gonna fuck over everyone, eventually you're gonna get screwed because it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
Versus if you help everyone in the time you need it, you're more than likely gonna get it.
You
Because
might be one of those people that you
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, I got you.
or everyone sees that you're helping everyone, they're gonna be like, oh, this guy, he needs us now. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Random guys popped in my head when you said like helps everyone. There was this guy back in my neighborhood who was basically he just helped everyone do everything. He was like the man.
Yeah.
Had everything that you need. You're like, can I borrow this? You're like, oh yeah, man, no worries.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain went like that, but it did.
Yeah. I mean, and those are the guys that you just love being around
Uh-huh.
too. It's like nothing can ever go wrong for them just because they just bring such a good attitude. That's what, dude, going off of that, I feel like there's so many people out there who just get so angry over the littlest things. Like, you'll see some dude this barista at Starbucks messed up his order and he'll just freak out at this poor chick. And it's like, dude, that's just because you hate your life. Like, that's really what it is.
yeah. Some people do live way too unhappy. Like they're like a little thing like that. Who gives a shit? Like you're
Yes.
gonna get another Starbucks tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be right.
Yeah.
And it's like life goes on. Like
Exactly.
if you're living life like that and you're really that worried about it, it's like, dude, you gotta figure it out. And now it's like, remember I was telling you, it's like making money. It's like you don't work a day in the life when you love what you do. And I feel like so many people just hate their life and hate what they do every single day. And it's just like they have to go do it. It's like just if they found what they really love to do, like they'd be walking through life like sunshines and rainbows.
Dude, going off that reminded me of Gary Vee was saying something. This is a little more logical take, but he was like, so many people give up on what they truly love because they can't make money from it. And he made a good point of like, okay, everybody for the most part has to work to make money, most of their lives. And it's like, why can't you just say you love singing, but you can't make money from it because you're not that great at it. Why can't you just work a $51,000 job, only spend $45,000 and then go sing on the side too? I think there's a lot of people give up on like their childhood dreams because they feel like they have to, when it's like you could still find a way to incorporate that somehow. But yeah, that's like, and going off that too, that's why like my goal is to create some sort, I don't know exactly how, and it's way easier said than done, but create catastrophic wealth so that I can do what I want regardless of if it makes me money. You know, if something that I love is coaching wrestling, there's not a lot of money there. So I'd rather be able to just go and volunteer my time and have that money. So like, you know, and maybe I'm not living crazy lavish, but I can do whatever I want. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing that I've heard from a lot of people, and I feel like this is the right way, is like in order to get to that level of wealth, is you gotta live like you're dirt poor.
Yeah.
Up until even once you reach that, like, what do you really need versus what do you really want?
Dude, that's true. I read this book, and there's 3 classes of people: the sidewalkers, the slow laners, and the fast laners. But basically, the sidewalk he's seeing everybody on all types of people on the sidewalk. People who make 50,000, people who make 500 million. The problems are the same. They spend all that they have. It's like, regardless of what you make, if you completely max out your lifestyle, regardless of what you make, you're always going to be poor. So it's like, you got to be underneath that, and ideally marginally underneath that.
I mean, there's like an insane amount of people that live paycheck to paycheck in the day, and I bet a lot of those people are making 6 figures a year.
Yep.
And they're probably living paycheck to paycheck just because their lifestyle just...
Yeah, people spend money like it's nothing anymore. Like Amazon orders, people are just... It's like not even like it's real money. It's like, credit card. Whoop, whoop.
Dude, that's the problem too with credit cards. It's with credit cards and loans, it's just like, I want it right now. It's like, one thing I've never understood is people will go buy a $80,000 pickup and they'll pay $500 payments on it. And it's like, dude, just go buy a used pickup.
Yeah.
Like, why, what do you need that?
And then they're gonna buy that nice ass truck and they're barely gonna like put it to use because they're like, I don't want to get it dirty. I don't want to ruin the truck. It's like, screw that. Like, pay like a quarter, if that, and then get a truck that's already used, and you're you're not afraid to use it and actually do what a truck's made to freaking do.
Exactly.
I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Buying a brand new truck and it just looks pretty. It's like, put that fucker to use.
That is just insane to me. And I mean, you get people just want to like max out their lifestyle so bad. It's like, I make this so I can probably afford that house. That's like,
You know why people do that?
Why is
so
that?
they show their neighbors or their peers.
Dude, that is true.
How I'd be rolling, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
dude, I'm gonna try so hard to not fall into that trap because I feel like it's easier said than done, but it's like, man, dude, just don't do that.
I mean, like, just think of Adam Sandler.
True.
Just think about him when you get to that level. Just like, I mean,
Think what?
like he's pretty damn.
He just doesn't spend any money.
Yeah, like when you see the clothes, I think he was at like the Oscar or something, and like the lady called him out because he was just wearing like a jacket, and everyone was in like suits and stuff. And it's like, I mean, a guy at that level of wealth dressing like that, you know, it's just like at an event like that, it's kind of says, and like you don't, and like pictures of him in public and stuff, he's not all dressed up, or like meet and greets, he's not dressed up.
Yeah.
People smell.
Yeah, it is pretty cool for people to do that. Or like Elon.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, I basically just had to upgrade my house because it got broken into. So he got just good enough to have security.
Here's how you can explain wealth too, is like expenses, income. Your income always has to be greater than your expenses for you to keep on building that.
True.
Almost. But like easier said than done for sure. Because like
Exactly.
you see your paycheck, you're like at $500 and it's like, what can I get?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's a hard temptation though.
Dude, like what I can't wait for like to start my own business, my own wedding business is like, I don't even care if I like don't make like any money personally, but like if I'm making shit tons of money for the business to put all right back into it, I could give a crap. Yeah. And that's what I'm so excited for, is because I'm not going to be looking to like make all this kind of money. I'm going to be looking to build back, make it better, and just keep on making it better until like it's something big and nice. And I don't care about the paycheck. I just want to, because it's what I love to do, and it's going to be so fun doing it. Because, dude, it's not even going to be like I'm working. It's like every day it's like, oh shit, I get to go to work today.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, having that mentality, you're going to love life.
and then when like, oh my, I cannot wait, dude. It's just every day. It's all I think about. Like for so long now, it's like I'm almost trying to like look forward like look ahead of life, and like
Yeah.
I sometimes have to like focus on like bringing myself back. It's like so hard to live in the future. You're like, oh yeah, 4 more years of college and then I'm here and then I'm there. It was like our whole life growing up in high school was like, oh man, when I graduate or when I turn 16, oh, when I turn 18. It's like you're almost like wishing your life away,
Instead of just living.
living in the moment.
Dude, that is some good advice.
Dude.
Now that I think about that, I did that and do that.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
Or it's like people when I turn 21. Oh, I can't wait to when I turn 21 so I can go out to bar with my friends. Oh, and then you're 21. You're like, what now? We're like, all right.
Once I'm 30.
Yeah. It's like why are we always looking ahead of life instead of just living in the moment? Like, dude, like even this year, like I was like I'm so focused on the future all the time. Like this year just freaking flew. And I'm thinking about the memories we had and the times we had. I'm like, dude, that was so fun. Like it's like I'm not even like thinking about it anymore. Like I'm thinking so far ahead. It's like, dude, just like enjoy this. These are gonna be the best damn 5 years of our lives, and like we just gotta live in the moment and just enjoy it. Like this is the last time we'll ever get to wrestle. Unless we go into the next level, which not saying we can't, but like it's not really in our goals.
Yeah.
And we got 5 years.
Yeah. Dude, that's well said right
Yeah.
there. That's some good perspective. And think it's 4 and it's 3.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
It's gonna go by fast, dude. You hear so many old people talk about like, man, that was 10 years ago now. Or that was 15 years ago telling stories. It's like, just think we're going to be there someday. Just how freaking fast life goes.
Yeah.
It really doesn't slow down.
it is insane. That's some good stuff there though.
It's a lot to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Enjoy the little things.
Always enjoy the little things.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the stuff that is around us.
Even like getting to do this every week or whenever we
True.
do it. Fun shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that is a good point. Because I feel like you do something like this, or when you go out to do something that maybe isn't like you're super comfortable, like you'd rather just like sit on the couch and do nothing. But when you go and do something with yourself or with buddies, it's what you remember. Like that's you never remember I was relaxing and recovering.
Yeah.
You don't remember that.
No one gives a shit about that.
Yeah. But
And even like kind of could be like that with us in this podcast is like, I know we're all thinking it, like we want it to get here, but maybe we should just enjoy while it's here and just like, who gives a shit what happens? Like,
dude,
could go nowhere. Who gives a damn? We're still having fun.
yeah.
Or it could go. It's like, okay, that happens. Cool. It's like, maybe we should just live in this moment while we're
Yeah.
here and enjoy this. Because maybe this brings along a lot of problems
True.
that we don't want.
That-
But right now we're living problem free, just having fun.
Yeah.
Don't gotta worry about anything. We're just here.
That's a good point.
Wow. Chills. I got chills.
Oh man, because you did say it right. It's like maybe you get to a point where it's like I just wish I could go back.
Yeah. It's like I don't even want to do it anymore. Like,
Yeah, and that's like
that's where you don't want to be.
that is not where you want to be.
It feels like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was talking with my coach, he said the biggest thing you should do in life is do everything you want to do and like live it to the fullest, because once you get to like 50s and plus, you know, it's like biggest thing, all you can do is just live with regret. That's like the hardest
Yeah.
thing to live with almost, you know?
I like
You hear that so much too.
Yep.
It's like you always know the old guys like, man,
Yeah.
if I didn't do this, I would have been here. It's like
Dude, you just tore that. ACL.
it's like you do not want to be that guy at all. It's like you want to go take those risks. You fail. Who cares? Yeah, it's like tomorrow the sun comes up. We live another day. It's like who cares what happens?
I mean, like, that's kind of what I like about wrestling too. I mean, like,
Yeah.
every day we pour everything in, and it's like, you know, when I'm said and done, I want to be able to say like, you know what, I gave it all I had, but not where I wanted to be. Who gives a shit? I did what I could do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Dude, that is my exact philosophy. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, and I have some some buddies or whoever else, and it's just like, how do you live with not going all in? It's like you're really gonna sit there the rest of your life, and it's always gonna be there. What could have I done?
Shoulda, coulda, but never.
And
Just it's like they just settle for less, or like mediocre. That like mediocre is just all right. There's nothing bothering me. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not struggling. Let's just live this the rest of my life. It's like you're not even living, brother.
Yeah.
You're not even living.
yeah. I'm. Where can I be the most comfortable?
Uh-huh.
And never get uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, it's what shapes you, though.
Yeah.
Good.
Tough shit.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's how you grow. It's how you find out who you are.
Stay in your bubble, you stay in that fucking bubble.
Yep.
You fucking expand, you expand. Now you got a big ass bubble. It's like,
Now you got a big ass bubble.
it's like you gotta break through that fucking little bubble.
Yeah.
It's like, no, yeah, for sure.
That's pretty nuts.
Life, huh? Man, like, fuck.
Yeah.
Feels like I was just a freshman in fucking high school. Feels like, too. And it's just like, no, I'm going to be a sophomore in college.
Crazy. We're getting old.
Yeah. You know what, though? It's like, live that shit to the fullest.
Yeah.
Not saying, when I say fullest, I don't mean doing lots of dumb shit. You know? Like,
But have some fun, yeah.
have some fun, like, enjoy yourself.
Maybe a little dumb shit.
Yeah, but,
To an extent.
yeah.
Make sure you stop and look around once in a while. Yeah. No, it's good stuff.
How long's that been?
We probably call her good there. Yeah.
Well, Cody, good luck this weekend, brother. Kick some ass, take some names. Hopefully, we'll be watching. See how you do. Tear it up.
Hell yeah.
Just have fun.
Yeah, let it rip, man.
I'm not even thinking about it.
No, just don't think about it.
Yeah, I got other shit to be worried about. There's a lot of bigger things, tougher things in life than wrestling. Wrestling's supposed to be fun. So.
Yep.
It's just a game.
Yep. It's like
Really is.
child's game.
Yep.
Children's game, and like wrestle with your buddies in the yard. Same thing, just on a mat.